Our goal is to be net zero by 2030.
Will we get there? We will. So Foxit's part of that. It's part of a high-level solution. My name is Dale Camo. I'm the general manager and owner of Comeau Comfort Systems. Comeau Comfort Systems serves the local community as a provider of heat pump solutions. We find ourselves at the forefront of a lot of climate initiatives.
My name is Chris Humphreys, and I am the HVAC Energy Advisor for Comeau Comfort Systems. When we were targeting ideas to reduce our emissions, our fleet was one of the largest emissions when we did the assessment, the baseline. And we are a rural community, so when we travel to a customer's home, we could be traveling 200 kilometers round trip.
The pursuit of efficient processes is really high on my list.
When we looked at the impact of using hard copy agreements, printing paper, taking it to the customer, bringing the paper back, scanning it, and once it was back in digital format, we would recycle it. And while recycling is good, that whole process involves energy use as well.
We're always thinking about reduction. It could be as simple as a light switch being turned off, installing a motion sensor for lights, or it could be, do I really need to drive 50 kilometers with a paper document? That might lead to a phone call with the client going, can we actually do a fillable PDF with you, ma'am? Surprisingly, a very high percentage of our clients, yeah, we can do it, or we can figure it out. My son can do that for me, right? So you're still in the office, you've saved that massive amount of carbon and time, and you've increased efficiency. And people love it.
When we started considering a really flexible PDF tool, we Googled.
So I wanted to have digital signing capability. I wanted to have a higher level of being able to manipulate the document and customize it. I could use another provider's version, a free version, but there was very, very limited usability. You got to read something. You might get to put a highlight on or something. As we grew, it required a PDF solution that we could really make work for us.
The others were a bit more expensive, and they didn't have the functionality that the Foxit PDF Editor Plus has. 90% of the projects that we handle now are handled digitally.
We use the PDF editor currently with Foxit and the eSign feature as well. Very, very good service.
Using paper copies and having that responsibility put on the shoulders of our technicians was not an efficient workflow. When we switched to the digital e-signature with Foxit, it made things much simpler. The return on kindness was magnificent. The technicians really appreciated that gesture. It made a happier company.
So there's this huge data flow that's happening continually. And there's a pressure to keep things running really smooth.
Now we can email the estimate using Foxit. We can generate a PDF. With the projects that require contracts, we can easily send that agreement out to the customer. They can sign it digitally, and then we can receive it via email and put it in our OneDrive. When we provide invoices and receipts, it's the same process. We use Foxit PDF, and it's an easy digital paper trail that we can follow without the paper. A 20-pound package of paper for our printer had the equivalent energy use of a 12,000 BTU per hour heat pump running in a house for a 24-hour period. 164 square feet of forest that would be disturbed just to make one 20-pound package of paper. We have moved away from purchasing paper, which is another great savings opportunity for our related embodied carbon emissions.
Always trying to put systems in place that support holistic operations. The biggest impact on the business going digital would be efficiency, productivity that is not influenced in a negative way by document delays.
60% of our leads are coming in via word of mouth. And we consistently get feedback from our customers that when they sign agreements for installations and upgrades in their home with us, that the whole process from start to finish is professional and it's easy for them to navigate. They don't have to schedule a time to meet with us to sign a hard copy. They can sign from work or on vacation. The digital format with the e-signature has cut down probably a half hour out of my process business day.
It allows us more time in our day, both for business but also for personal. And when things are really good at home, things probably are really good everywhere. I leave home and it's like, God, I love where I live. I love my family. You get to work, like, that's coming out, right? And then you can influence everyone in your circle that day, your employees, your customers, everyone you deal with, right? You shed that positivity onto people.
We've found a real balance between work and life. We love to work. We also really love to play, enjoy the finer things in life so that we don't have to work such long hours. Foxit really has provided that opportunity for us.
It's a small piece in a large puzzle.
Our goal is to make sure that the emissions we create are offset. So we are using clean energy now from our solar PV array that will generate clean electricity for us to charge our electric vehicles. We've also purchased a 30-acre Wabanaki Acadian forest, which will continue to sequester carbon emissions and store carbon.
We are well on our way to being a net zero company.
House in Nova Scotia of medium size would probably emit 14 tons per year. Total reduction in emissions was a savings of a half ton of equivalent CO2 emissions.
The community sees that. That's some pretty good advertising. We don't do it to advertise to drive business. We do it because of our obligations and commitments that we've made to environmental goals. Do we need to be net zero? We need to pursue it. Will we get there? We will. So Foxit's part of that. It's part of a high-level solution.
Foxit will be with us for the long run. We love Foxit. It's so easy to use. It reduces our travel time, costs, and emissions, and we couldn't imagine going forward without Foxit.